When I first arrived in Guanabarabay as a humble missionary, I despaired at the savages. They knew no God, lived in sin, and covered their bodies with unsightly tattoos. Even nature herself seemed appalled by their immorality. Hundreds of fish regularly washed ashore along the rivers, permeating the air with their rancid smell as they rotted under the sun. After a few months in this godless place, I had learned the native language well enough to begin spreading the faith through the jungle. This is where I met Arariboia, the chief of the maracaja. I initially believed all tupi to be the same. However, as I spent time with the chieftain over the years, I realized my judgment had been made in haste. Despite being a heathen, Arariboia was a man of honor. He had a genuine interest in the good book and would go to great lengths to protect his tribe. The tupi were divided into countless factions with leaders both noble and wicked, much like the feuding kings of Europe. Arariboia's nemesis was a stubborn warrior named Cunhambebe. His tribe fought the Portuguese at every turn and hated anyone who collaborated with them. Their rigid defiance earned them the moniker, the Old Ones. In contrast, Arariboia traded with the settlers. While he could not deny the strength of his rival, he believed Cunhambebe was on a fool's errand. The arrival of the Portuguese had changed everything, and the maracaja stood to gain by treating them as partners rather than enemies. The Europeans brought valuable knowledge and goods. Arariboia envisioned a future where his people and the Portuguese coexisted and thrived in peace, learning from each other's cultures instead of perishing in futile conflicts. This made the maracaja a target for relentless raids by Cunhambebe. Each attack was devastating, but Arariboia fiercely defended his people. Whispers in the wind spoke of a grand scheme by Cunhambebe, no mere raid, but an invasion to annihilate the maracaja once and for all. Arariboia paid no heed to these murmurs, and when the first attackers were spotted, it seemed just like another raid. As before, Arariboia was prepared to fight tooth and nail for his people's home on the island, and to drive off these pesky raiders.
Cunhambebe insults us with his pitiful raids. We will teach him that the maracaja bow to no one! Chase them off the island, men!
Even as you bleed your men to death here, my warriors already control the south side of the island. Your day of reckoning is here, traitor!
The enemy has bypassed our defenses! We are under attack from every direction!
Cunhambebe is threatening to burn my village to the ground. We cannot let it happen. Defend yourself with everything you have. The rumors were true. Cunhambebe is sending everything he has against us. We must evacuate our people to the northeast, where his forces have yet to penetrate. Protect the refugees at all costs.
Help! Cunhambebe's clubs are bearing down on us! Is this the end?
A first batch of refugees has arrived from the southwest. We must protect them as they travel to safety, or our people will be doomed.
The settlement is a hub of economic activity. Use it to expand our control of this region.
This village has been captured by Cunhambebe. We must save the villagers before he can execute them. Cunhambebe's raiders looted our homes and gathered the spoils in this location. We should reclaim it before they can steal it away from the island.
Our villagers are like grazing capybaras, unaware of the anaconda lying in ambush. Let us construct outposts so that we can spot Cunhambebe's raiders before they strike. We have saved these innocent people from our enemies' clutches. In gratitude, they're offering us their services. I wonder, should we equip them with weapons or send them to work? Well done, men! We have stolen the element of surprise from our enemy. Excellent job. Our enemies may burn our homes, but they will not take everything we own. Cunhambebe has taken some of the refugees captive. We should break them out of their prison. We have rescued all the refugees we could. Hurry to the shore. We may not see our homes again for a long time, but one day we will take that as ours.
Despite his decades of experience, Arariboia made the mistake of a young warrior by vastly underestimating his enemy. Instead of averting the crisis, he had led his people deeper into it. Skulking through the jungle, bitter and disappointed, he fantasized about shooting a poisoned arrow straight through Cunhambebe's heart. Still, he knew that revenge would have to wait. The survival of his tribe was all that mattered now. They had to escape before Cunhambebe caught up to them. As he led his men towards the edge of the island, Arariboia swore that this would not be the last time they saw their home. Arariboia had not chosen this corner of the island as a refuge on a whim. There was a Portuguese trading post here, one he and his father had often visited in his youth. They offered fine metal tools for trade and, perhaps, a safe haven for his tribe. If only he had something to trade for his people's freedom. But what could he offer? Was it even wise to bargain with these powerful foreigners from a position of weakness? As Cunhambebe's shouts of "traitor" echoed in his ears, his desperation threatened to overwhelm him. He pushed his doubts aside as the trading post came into view between the trees. If his own people deemed him a traitor, so be it. Better that they stay alive and angry than dead and silent.
Our only hope for survival is to reach the Portuguese trading post. Hurry! And watch out for Cunhambebe's warriors.
There is no escape, Arariboia! You can never outrun my hatred!
I come to you on bended knee, Governor General. Our peoples have always been friendly. And now, we are threatened with extermination by our enemies. You are our only hope.
I have not forgotten your amiable conduct with us, Arariboia. Take this transport ship and choose one of the locations marked on this map. They will serve as a temporary shelter. Sail like the devil.
These two tribes have offered us their services, my chieftain. We should decide which of them we want to recruit. Which tribe will now fight for us?
I have led my people to disaster. But all I can do now is focus on surviving. Let us build a new home here, on the mainland. This will be our base of operations, until we can reclaim our home from Cunhambebe. Let us destroy his stronghold in the area and prove that the maracaja are still a force to be reckoned with.
You truly are a coward beyond compare. I pity those who have bound themselves to your sinking canoe.
Caramba! If I knew the jungle would be crawling with hostiles, I would have brought more bullets. Ready the sails! We must abandon this trading post!
Your pasty saviors turned tail and ran at the first sight of my army. Who's the fool now, Arariboia?
Some of my naval officers were shipwrecked after a chaotic escape from the trading post. Could you bring them back to me, Arariboia? I promise to make it worth your while.
The jungle here is Cunhambebe's domain. To survive, we must subjugate the tribes allied to him by killing the chiefs.
We had to abandon some of our cannons when Cunhambebe stormed our trading post. If you can recapture them, I will let you borrow them to deal with his stronghold. I doubt a barbarian like him would know how to use them anyway.
Thank the heavens! I am the last survivor of this shipwreck, and I feared I would become its final casualty. Please take me back to the governor's town center.
Destroying these tribes gives me no pleasure, but I cannot let any allies of Cunhambebe stand if the maracaja are to survive.
My gratitude overflows. I will instruct my shipwrights to give your ships a hefty upgrade.
Even at the edge of death, I will never regret my alliance with Cunhambebe.
Splendido! Nothing beats the effectiveness of a well-aimed cannon. Take these and make short work of Cunhambebe.
Destroying these tribes gives me no pleasure, but I cannot let any allies of Cunhambebe stand if the maracaja are to survive.
As you defeat the tribes and absorb their resources, you free up my soldiers for new operations. When the enemy has the numbers, a good general knows to divide and conquer.
Even at the edge of death, I will never regret my alliance with Cunhambebe.
Impressive work! Keep this up, and you'll be king of the jungle before you know it.
The Lord sends relief at last! It is just my luck to escape on the dingiest galley in the fleet.
The Lord sends relief at last! It is just my luck to escape on the dingiest galley in the fleet.
My gratitude overflows. I will instruct my shipwrights to give your ships a hefty upgrade.
Empe. Ishe Enkokatu. Bae Mongaturon Sara.
You have a strategic mind, Arariboia.
So, you do know how to run towards something instead of running away from it. Very well. Come closer and face my club.
My gratitude overflows. I will instruct my shipwrights to give your ships a hefty upgrade. You have a strategic mind, Arariboia.
Se peñara soque cutana. Teremi Ararupi. Wari ninamo. Teremi soque cutana. Embe. Embaite. Se peñara. Teremi soque cutana. Embaite. Awiebe. Embaite. Wari ninamo. Se peñara. Embaite. Wari ninamo. Teremi se peñara. Embe. Embaite. Awiebe. Se peñara. When I catch you, I will feed you piece by piece to the snakes, you miserable traitor!
I am not proud of seeking refuge with the Portuguese. One cannot survive on pride alone. After today, my people have a future once more.
With bravery and skill, and not a little help from the Portuguese cannons, the maracaja had survived. With their foothold secured, Arariboia drew up plans to strike back at Cunhambebe. Yet he knew he couldn't do it alone. The unlikely alliance with memdesa had been a success. The Pale Commander had fought viciously, tipping the scales in Arariboia's favor. Without him and his ships, the maracaja would have been like the stranded fish rotting on the shores of Guanabarabay. Could Desa be trusted? For now at least, he seemed to be a man of his word. A warrior in hard metal and soft silk, rather than feathers and tattoos, but a warrior nonetheless. A few days after their victory, Desa invited him to a formal dinner. Stepping into the fort's mess hall felt like entering a strange new world. Everything was foreign, from the spiced dishes and silver plates to the little spits they used to pick up their food. A new fashion even amongst the Portuguese, Desa told him. Yet the conversation flowed pleasantly. My translator Anchieta tells me you have a proposal, said Desa, pausing for me to relay his words in tupi. But just as Arariboia was about to reply, a messenger bursts into the hall. Governor General! Our men have sighted French ships in the bay! Desa dropped his fork. How many cannons? When the answer came, the foreigner went even paler than he already was. The French? Who are they? Arariboia asked. Desa replied in hushed tones. They are to us what Cunhambebe is to you.